Today's Saturday, November the 2nd, and I come out to do a head count today, and I did not see the buck on the side with the yellow tag girls because somehow he got on the side with all the tame deer. And he wants to be back over here, that's pretty apparent, but me and all my wisdom, apparently I left this gate unlocked right here. Everything's bent from where that tree, when that tree came down and it tore this fence up. Anyway, so I think he went in right here and got stuck in this little pen and couldn't figure out how to get back out because it's hard to go that way. So I think he then just jumped this little 4-foot fence. So I am going to, I don't think it'll be too hard, but I'm going to get him pushed back over to the other side because I can see he really wants to be over there. So I think one of those girls is smelling good. And boy, his eyes, he's got a lot of goop in those eyes right now. Well, let me figure out how I'm going to do this. Hopefully I can catch it on film. It's kind of hard when it's just me, but let me figure something out. Alright, so I propped both of these little gates open here, and I'm hoping he'll just kind of walk right over. I stepped out for a minute. Let's see what he does. Looks like he just wants the corn right now. That's all right. So all he's got to do is walk right there next to that bucket, and he can walk right in here. Now I'm not going to just leave it open because I don't want the yellow tag girls to come over. I don't want the yellow tag girls to come over to the side with the tame ones because they don't like Lindsay. At least 38 and 45, they don't like Lindsay. They fight her. Alright, I did it again. He's looking at it. This one might actually work. And he goes the wrong way. Well, Jeffy looks like he's about to go to the wrong side, but he'll be easy to get back over. Is it going to work this time? He started to do it and then changed his mind. Everything's open right here for him. Alright, I have enlisted the help of my grown kids. Can't really see the screen good, the way the glare is. But he doesn't seem too scared of her. I'm really surprised he's not, well, it is almost the rut. There we go. Get him moving. Wrong way, buddy. We need you to go this way. Come on. Come on. There. He's in the right corner. All right. He's getting too riled up. Trying to push him did not work. So I'm gonna try this. Got both of these propped open. Roland's already made her way over there, and Effie's over there too. And the buck is back here on this side. The only reason I don't leave that gate open all the time is yellow tags 38 and 45. They gang up on Lindsay and they beat her up. And 38 has hurt Roland before. But yeah, 38 put a gash on the side of Roland. It was not pretty. So I hope it works this time, because I really don't want to go to bed and have that gate open. So the buck is just pacing. It's pretty obvious he wants to be on the other side. So I'm hoping that if I come over on the side he's on, just, I don't know, be obnoxious. I'm going to try to rake, but I hope it doesn't get him reared up and wanting to fight. Where'd he go? There he is. There's a glare again, and it's hard for me to see the screen. So let's cross our fingers and hope it works this time. He's in the right corner. I'm just checking out the feed dish. He doesn't realize the gate's open. Today's November the 3rd. It's a Sunday. I really do not want to leave that gate open all night. I've tested it 5 times. And 38 and 45 always gang up on Lindsay. They get her to running, and then they start hitting her. I think it's a dominant thing. I think the older one is supposed to be dominant, but I brought in an older one, and they had already established who's dominant. And they're not gonna put up with that. All of this effort of trying to move the buck while keeping Lindsay separated from those 2 yellow tag girls, really it was to protect Lindsay. You know, I've said it a couple times. I've tested it 5 times, and all 5 times, about an hour after they're together, they start making Lindsay run, then they start hitting her. Lindsay starts running herself into the fence repeatedly, and I just can't have that. So I've kept them separated for this whole year. So I really did not want to go to bed and have that gate open. So I spent all afternoon trying to get that buck over to the side with the yellow tag girls, just so the yellow tag girls would not be with Lindsay. Now, when it came to Lindsay being in heat, my plan was to just simply walk her right over to the side, observe until I'm satisfied that the buck did what he was supposed to do, and then walk her right back over to where she's protected from those two yellow tag girls. I was going to do the same thing with Roland, but Roland now seems to get along with them okay. But I still wasn't trusting that Lindsay would not get hurt. Now, ideally, I would like to keep that middle gate open so that all the deer could freely run both sides and have as much space as they wanted to come and go on either side whenever they wanted. So all of this was just to protect Lindsay, to keep her from the girls hurting her, and to keep her from ramming herself into the fence. That last time she did it, she had a bloody face and her nose was kind of ripped, and I didn't like that. You know, I don't like drama in the pen. I just want everybody to get along. The buck would just follow one of the girls right through this little gate set up here, so he would understand that he could run both sides. I think that's what it's going to take, because he just doesn't seem to get it. So the buck comes over. Maybe he'll figure it out, but so far every time he just comes close to the gate and then walks away. Or maybe I'm just standing too close to it. Or maybe he's just hungry. Well, so far everybody's playing nice. Everybody's back there just relaxed. So I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna leave the gate open all night. The buck is alone on the other side right now. I watched a couple of the girls go over, and he followed them around, chased them around a little bit, and then the girls came back over on this side. And I was hoping that the buck would just follow the girls over, but they didn't. So as long as everybody's going to be relaxed and play nice, I'll leave the gate open. I want everybody bred this year anyway, so. Alright, now this is the following day after I opened up the gate in between the pens. And I'm surprised. There's Lindsay. Not sure who that one is, but you can see it. There's the buck. There's one. And the other two. Everybody is just relaxing. Now yesterday, close to dark, there was a lot of activity. The buck was moving around. He wouldn't let any of the girls hold still. This is Effie. She is 5.5 months now. And then over here is Jeffy. He is 3 3.5 months almost. Like 3 months and 10 days, something like that. He is doing great. His little buttons still have not busted through. Now last year today, I think Lindsay was in heat, and I did not breed her last year. Last year today there was a lot of activity in the pen. And even yesterday there was quite a bit, but wow, not so much today. Alright, it is what it is, right? So this is about an hour later. It was just a little closer to dark. I sat outside for quite a while just observing. I wanted to be sure that the buck was doing what he's supposed to be doing. I had commented a few times that his eyes just didn't look right. They were filled with goop. There was also a couple of days where they looked kind of puffy, so I thought maybe he was not feeling well, and thought maybe that was affecting his hormones and his ability to breed. I really didn't know, you know. So I just sat out there for quite a while just watching, but I can assure you he does know what he's doing, and he is doing it. Here I just wanted to be sure which doe this was. I wanted to mark it on the calendar. It was number 38, but I observed a lot of this peeing and rubbing your legs together, a lot of smelling and licking. I don't know, but when it comes down to the actual deed being done, I have never seen it until here in just a moment. So the graphic part is coming up here in just a moment. I was watching and trying to pet Jeffy at the same time. Jeffy kind of demands my attention when I'm in the pen, but here she walks away a little bit and then she assumes the position. So that's when Jeffy hit me in the leg again, demanding that attention. And then the buck does that just once. There's the buck. He's farthest away. We're in the peak of the rut, and I'm really surprised to see everybody just kind of calm and relaxed again. Although yesterday, close to dark, I finally saw the deed get done. I've never seen that before. I did catch it on film, but I don't know if it is appropriate for YouTube or not. But anyway, I'll research that a little bit, so you may have already seen it if I put it in. Of course I did put it in because you just watched it. It's quite a glare today and I can't really see. But so I witnessed 38 get bred last night. And I suspect that a couple of the girls were bred. Alright, I'll keep you posted. So this is about an hour later on Tuesday night. This was Tuesday, November the 5th. I think I fed everybody and then ran in the house to grab a quick bite to eat for myself and then run back out. Because when I fed everybody, they were just lounging around doing a bunch of relaxing. But when I went back out, just a little bit later, I did observe more rutting activity. This was the buck chasing the other two yellow tag girls. This is 45 and 47. And actually when I saw this, I thought I was going to get to witness another breeding episode. But it just went back into the chasing them around in circles. The rut just kind of amazes me. I mean, the steps that they follow, even though he really doesn't have to work that hard to get these girls, but they're still doing it like they would be out in the wild. He is hot on their tails. Gonna try to chase her down. She's gonna run from him until she's ready. And she'll know when she's ready, and he'll know when she's ready. It's just kind of crazy how that works. I guess this time of year it's all about the pee. Peeing and rubbing your legs together. I don't see the appeal in that, but I guess in the deer world, the smellier the better is probably the way it is. There's Miss Lindsay. Now on Monday the 4th, I saw the buck following Lindsay, Roland, and Yellow 38 around, just like he was doing to the other two yellow tag girls just a few minutes ago. So I'm pretty sure that 38, Roland, and Lindsay were bred on Monday, and 45 and 47 were bred on Tuesday the 5th. So if that's accurate, then all the babies should be born basically at the same time. More likely within a week of each other. Within 1 week, all the babies should be born. So that'll be pretty easy. I'll know the general time frame that'll happen, and I'll be prepared for it. I'm still debating whether I'm going to let the does raise the buck fawns or not. I could have up to 10 babies. I mean, everybody had babies before, so ideally they should all have twins this year. Lindsay could possibly have triplets. Now right here, when I saw the buck go through that,
how that works.
Although he was going the opposite way of what I was trying to get him to go through, I just come on, man, you knew how to do that. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to bottle feed all the doe fawns again. It is nice having calm deer and ones I can pet and bring family and friends out. Let them bottle feed the babies, let them eat apples out of your hand, that kind of stuff. Well, today's Saturday, November, I think it's the 9th. Pretty sure it's the 9th. And everything's back to normal. My tame ones are up here eating out of the buckets. This whole week, Roland and Lindsay did not come up to see me at feeding time. So I think they were hormonal. I think they got pregnant last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days. I think everybody's pregnant. But Jeffy is doing well. He is wide still. He's a little pig, loves to eat. Roland here, I think, is pregnant, which I'll be looking for the baby this time. Hopefully there's no mystery babies next year. Surprise babies. I know, sweetheart. You like to get my shirts all slobbery. Effie is big. I really think she'll end up going into heat, probably in January, early part of January. But this one here would not let me touch her all week until today, Miss Lindsay. Last year she came into heat on the 4th of November, and I think that's the exact date she did this year too. So, all 3 yellow tags, Lindsay and Roland, should all be pregnant. We're going to have all kinds of babies next year. Here's something I thought I would never see. Lindsay and 45 eating out of the same food dish. Even add 38 to the mix. It makes it even better. You know, I don't know what changed other than everybody was in heat last week. But 38 and 45, I've tested it 5 times. And they've always chased down Lindsay. I get about an hour where it looks like everything's okay, and then the crap starts. What are you doing, baby? Jeffy's doing really, really good. And Effie's a big girl. Hi, baby. I think everybody was hormonal last week. Maybe that's what it took for everybody to start getting along. So I'm going to continue to leave that gate between the pens there open so everybody can freely roam both sides. Unless I see any kind of sign of aggression again. So we will be ending this video on a good note. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.